looks like he's playing a... Well,
Are we going to commentate up there?
I guess we're going to have to because screen not appearing. Joe's working on it. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of...
yeah.
Snore's started going to more weeklies recently. He actually told me he really likes this weekly a lot, so I guess we should expect to see him more.
Yeah, I really like this weekly too. Obviously, being UT, I'm very close to it, but...
I call it the kind of the great uniter. It's like both the North...
here
we got it, Joe. Thank you.
All right, we got it on the main screen.
Empress Persia, getting the job done.
Let's go, Persia.
So definitely like, so yeah, we actually haven't,
and it's gone.
It's gone. We actually haven't seen Snore a lot.
It's back.
We actually haven't seen Snore a lot against kind of like the top 10 to 20, right? It's actually,
right.
And you know, but of course when you're playing a sortie against Bowser, it's kind of that two-way street of
right.
You can keep him in disadvantage, but at the same time,
he can keep you in disadvantage as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, I feel like a lot of short-range characters like Mario can probably keep him in advantage super well, but have a much harder time in neutral. I feel like with sorties, that's the opposite. You know, sorties have a much easier time in neutral, but are so bad about getting out of disadvantage against Bowser.
Oh, yeah.
And that scare factor is also a fact. But
yeah, exactly.
Gallon catching a really nice back air on that in the middle of the down Bs.
Down B was an interesting mix-up going for it so early, but it definitely didn't pay off. But I definitely agree with you in the sense that if you have auto combos against Bowser, it really helps.
Okay. He kept his jump, so he's not getting gimped there.
Oh, parry. He didn't go for the up B, though. Oh, no jump.
Wow. Gallon getting a lot of damage.
Okay,
bringing this game
here.
all the way back.
Ooh. Yeah,
I like the idea.
Yeah.
Just didn't quite place it right.
It's kind of a weird situation where you can back air or you could counter, but unfortunately just...
So now,
yeah.
So I know everyone was talking about some Gimmer tech earlier today that didn't end up getting released. That's actually a very old Gimmer tech. Is the fact that when you're at high percent, and especially when you get damaged, you actually have very short ledge and vulnerability.
I really love that reverse dolphin slash. That's kind of the thing that Lucina's have been utilizing recently. I see Pro Bam Ham using it a lot.
Yeah, and I know against me, Gallon likes to go for a lot of the late hit up B.
Ooh, nice conversion over the fire breath with the narrow one up smash.
But as I was saying, he likes to go for those uppies, the late uppies on ledge. And what it'll do, it'll combo into back air because he can cancel the end lag by grabbing ledge. And so it's super good tool to edgeguard.
Okay, I mean, Gallon has a nice string going right now, but unfortunately going to allow the stage positioning, and if you only get 3 hits but you lose the stage positioning, that's not good, because you're essentially letting Bowser play the game, and he's going to kill you a lot earlier, especially with Rage. So.
And this Bowser is just that kind of character where just like, I don't care how long you keep me in disadvantage, unless you get the kill, I'm in the lead.
He lost his jump and didn't know. Happens to the best of us, and it's pretty scary, right? I mean, that drop down fair from Bowser, even with Lucina's pretty good recovery, it can be dangerous. So I think he felt the pressure there. Did not track his resources properly. But still good showing.
Unfortunate end to that game, but I think Gallon really did a great job at keeping it close the whole game. Obviously, Snore, very good player, plays a very volatile character. You know, I feel like you can either get blown up or blow up this character.
Yeah. He had some good strings in advantage, definitely kept the Bowser off the stage.
He had a lot of good strings at advantage. I really like, I mean, you know, there's the one hand you could just say, oh, he was just pressing fair, but like, what does Bowser do about that? You know, you just can't really get back, and that's just the fate of Bowser disadvantage. You mess up once, and you can be a very quick stock.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, for Bowser, if he tightens up the gameplay a little bit, I think it could be clearly one in his favor. But we'll see. I mean, Snore is a very, very veteran competitor himself. Has played, as many Bowsers have, a lot of the top tier matchups, Lucina, Palu, Wolf, like all these characters. If you're a Bowser player of his caliber, you're going to have a lot of experience against.
And that is a huge thing in this game, I think. I think like a lot of low and mid tiers can do super well in this game, simply off matchup and experience.
Yeah, and it's like if you play
everyone's played against Lucinas before, everyone's played against Palu before, everyone's played against... I believe so, 1-0, right?
It's 1-0 for Snore. And yeah, I mean, and I agree. It's like you can kind of take 2 paths a lot in the game. You can choose a more obscure, quote-unquote, worse character that might be a bit rarer in the meta, or you can pick a very, very strong character that's very common in the meta. Each kind of has their own drawbacks and advantages.
Right, and even those lower, like, mid-tier characters, you know, they can still do things, you know? It's like, wow.
That was a really brave reversal.
What a smart, just throwing that back air out there, knowing Bowser doesn't have any tools to contest it, knowing that Bowser overextended there.
It's also being confident in your resources, knowing, okay, I can get this back air in and still make it back. So
and
that
was
was
getting a stock at nearly 0. Obviously, Snore doing a pretty good job at coming back so far. Already has him at kill percent.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, just a side B might do it, but only if he lands on the platform. I think. Ooh, I'm surprised that counter didn't come out there.
And you might have noticed the counter pick here in Kalos, really good for Bowser because you can live a
Are we on
long...
stream next? Are we on stream next? Okay.
Yeah. You can live a long time as Bowser, right?
Right.
And on Kalos, so you can really maximize rage, and that's what he does best on Kalos.
Obviously, assuming you don't get gimped at 0.
Yeah.
That was a very...
Zax is popping off. We'll find out what that...
Persia cut.
He beat Cisco? I don't know. But currently, Snore finally
And
evening out. This is
Snore getting that stock. Eating a nice amount of percent of Bowser is that heavy that, honestly, this game could be considered even at
I would say consider it even.
Right, the only matchup I would really not consider this even would be, Sonic, because the percent lead is enough,
Or even
right?
a heavy hitter that hits on the caliber of
Oh,
Bowser.
true.
I would say,
Yeah, definitely against Lucina. I would say it's definitely tipping in Lucina's favor now that Bowser's at kill percent for Lucina.
Oh,
And there it is.
yeah.
That's going to be the fair off stage. That's going to take the stock.
Yeah, there's only so many mix-ups you can do.
Right.
Eventually, the Gallon's just going to be under.
Oh.
He catches the... No, he doesn't. Oh,
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
That's why that fair is just so problematic for the scene. You had that linear recovery, and just the fair is just, you can get the trade with the Dolphin Slash, you can get him preemptively early, there's just so much, and now Snore with all the momentum right now.
Very good recognition by Snore there, taking that stock super early. Able to tie it up right out in the spot. So
Tech chase here, but not going to convert, going to allow Bowser to get out of the situation. You cannot let Bowser
frame
escape.
6 command grab.
Yeah, all right move.
Honestly, one of the best side Bs in the game. I don't know how controversial that is as an opinion.
Ooh,
but
he's going all in for the S smash, but Gallon obviously is going to down tilt that.
and Snore kind of schmooving on the ledge there, getting the wave land into drop down ledge trap. Not quite getting the ledge trap. Gallon doing a very good job at.
the spot dodge. Going to get the shield breaker there.
See, I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't hold it out for a bit. Maybe he wasn't expecting that spot dodge, but if you want to break shield, you have to charge it just a little bit.
Yeah, Gallon had the perfect edge guard opportunity. He lost the jump. He went for a wild nair, but still an advantage here.
Oh, I think he could have forward smashed there, and that would have been the game.
Yeah, no,
but
jump again. He couldn't finish the job. Yeah, unfortunately, it'd be very unfortunate. Gallon can't close this out because he's definitely had several opportunities off stage to end the Bowser's life. Forward tilt.
We're gonna hope Gallon's not getting a little too nervous here. Maybe it's catching the jump in with the up smash, and that's gonna be the game.
The fist bump from Snore. No, he's been out of the competition for a bit. Every win is important.